everyone, my name is Cherie and welcome to my channel. It really has been a while since I've vlogged, but I'm doing this today because I really need to get myself together. I need to be productive and get some things done. So I figured, why don't I just go ahead and vlog through this so that I can keep myself accountable. It is the Sunday of Memorial Day weekend and I plan to be productive today as well as tomorrow. I don't have anything else that I have plans for, so this really is the perfect time for me to get things done. And I have my planner here, my Halifax. I definitely have written down a few things that I want to do today. I haven't really written down what I want to do tomorrow. Not yet, but for today, there are a few things I have written down. First thing is vlog. Obviously, I'm vlogging right now. Second thing is to get my newsletter out. If you don't know, I have a newsletter. It's called Such a Fun Read. And I release it every Sunday afternoon, and I need to go ahead and get that ready and sent out. And if you want to sign up for that newsletter, there is a link in the description box down below. Another thing I definitely have to do is work on my podcast. And if you don't know, I have a podcast also called Such a Fun Read. And I have not released an episode in a month. I don't know, but I really need to get on that because I am well behind on where I am supposed to be in that. So that is something else I plan to do. And then the next thing is to finish the book I'm currently reading. And the book I'm currently reading is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I'm currently on page 312. So there's like 494 pages in this, I believe. I should definitely finish this. If not today, I should finish it tomorrow. And that will make me happy because that means I've read 2 books this month. I got into a huge reading slump in the last few months. I think I'm finally getting out of it. I blame Iron Flame. It wasn't a reading slump because I was in a book hangover. I have not finished this book. Now, I read Fourth Wing last year and I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I did want to know what was going to happen. So I decided to go ahead and pick up the sequel, and it was taking me a while to get through this book. And like I said, I haven't even finished it. I had to put it down. Maybe I'll go back to it one day. I don't know. We'll see. But right now, I need to get this newsletter out.
It's too late, I know now, I'm giving in, I can't back down, and you're so hot, your web I'm cut, just one more night, tell me to stop, although I know we must come to an end, I tell myself I'm okay, but I know that I shouldn't pretend. I'ma do it anyway, turn the beat up, won't you rather? I'ma let my hair down now, wanna get down to my favorite sound. I'ma let you in real close, I know I shouldn't do this right. I'ma do it anyway, I kinda wanna lock this down. Turn the beat up, won't you rather? Turn the beat up, won't you rather? Turn the beat up, won't you rather?
The newsletter is out, so that's good. I don't think I've actually talked about my newsletter. I'll just give a brief overview of it. It's just something I send out every week on Sundays, and it pretty much details things that happen throughout the week in the book world. I give links to that, as well as a topic that I decided to talk about. And this week I decided to talk about movies to watch during Memorial Day weekend. But yeah, it is a quick little newsletter that I send out weekly. And again, if you want to subscribe to it, there'll be a link in the description box down below. But right now I am charging up my batteries to my camera. I have not done that in a while. I figured I might as well do that now. I am also painting my nails. I kind of want to go get a smoothie, which I think I'm going to go do here in a moment. I was thinking of getting my car washed, but it is apparently about to storm today, so maybe I will wait until tomorrow to do that. I want to talk about Powerless for a moment. I read a little bit of this. I'm now on page 328. Now, if you don't know what Powerless is, it is a YA fantasy. I think it might be considered a young adult romantic fantasy, but it's a YA fantasy nonetheless. And it is a combination of Requiem by Victoria Aveyard and The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. And that is what the author said on TikTok, which makes a lot of sense because as I was reading this, I was thinking, this reminds me a lot of Red Queen with the main character as well as two princes. It was reminding me of Red Queen. So when I saw a TikTok of her say that, I said, okay, that's why. That is why. And in this world, there are people that have powers. They are like the ordinary. No. There are people that have powers. I believe they're called the elites. And they got it after there was a plague. Well, certain people got it after there was a plague. And then there are the people that do not have powers and they are considered ordinaries, and they are not pretty much wanted in this world. They are gotten rid of. Our main character is an ordinary, and after saving one of the princes, she ends up in, what is it called? The trials. What? But after saving one of the princes, she is thrown into the Purging Trials, which is a competition where the elites showcase their powers. And again, she is an ordinary. So she is faking having a power, more of a mundane power, like she's a psychic. And we're just following as to see how she will get through this. But I am enjoying this so far. I am curious how this will end. And I believe the second book comes out in July. I also think there is a novella that's been released as well. So if I end up enjoying this, I'll just go ahead, possibly read that novella, and then go ahead and get the next book. But I'm going to go finish doing my nails. And I think I'm going to go get a smoothie. I also might go to Barnes & Noble. So we might go to the bookstore for a bit.
Belong to me, and I keep on denying it. My whole life been trying to save someone else. Here I am, deeply in love with him. I keep on doing the same mistakes, holding on to a
Good morning, everyone. I thought I'd give you an update as well as talk about the things I got at Barnes & Noble yesterday. So I am on page 399. Pretty much all I did last night was read and watch basketball. After, of course, my Barnes & Noble and ice cream adventure. I did say I was going to get a smoothie, but as I was out, I was thinking, Grader's actually sounds good. Grader's sounds good. So I went there instead. So as for what I got from Barnes & Noble yesterday, while I was there, I walked around for a bit and didn't see much. At least I didn't see books that I already own and probably should read soon. But well, the book I did end up getting, and I'm very proud of myself for only buying one book, and that is Spin of Fate by A.A. Vora. This is a YA fantasy, and I've heard good things about it. I don't know too much about it. It seems to be the first book in the Fifth Realm series, and I believe it's epic fantasy, high fantasy. On the front it says, break the skies, wake the gods. And there's a blurb from Rosaria Munda, the author of Fireborn. I love Fireborn. I need to finish that trilogy, but I love that book. She says, evocative of Sanderson, Pullman, and Full Metal Alchemist, yet at the same time shockingly original. And then on the back also, it says, in a ravaged wasteland, revolution dawns. Will you enter the darkness or rot in the light? I really like this cover. There's also like a volcano. I really like this cover. There's nothing really on, at least on the front cover. This is what it looks like. Is there a map? Is there a map? Chapters? There's a map. Ah, there's a map. Alright, so I'm definitely going to have to read this summer. Maybe next vlog? I don't know. I also had to pick up the college football preview for the 2024 season. I am ridiculous. I haven't purchased one of these in... I don't remember the last time I purchased one of these. I would usually get the Phil Steele one, but that one wasn't out. At least not yet. But I haven't gotten one of those in a while either. It's been years. I don't know. I was at the store. I saw it. I said, you know what? Let me just go get it. But on the docket for today, we are going to finish Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Work on the next podcast episode. Like I said, I have not released a podcast episode in, I can't remember last time, but it's been at least a month. 3 weeks, a month, I don't know. But I need to work on that. I need to fix that. So I need to get on that. And I have it ready. I've already read what I need to read of A Discovered Witches. I just haven't put that episode out yet. So I need to fix that and work on the next one because I'm really excited for what I have planned for future episodes of the podcast. And maybe that distracted me a little bit, but that distraction is gone and it's time to work. I have to say, it really does feel good to finally record a podcast episode. But it is recorded. Now I just have to edit it. And I can either do that later this evening or I'll edit it tomorrow. I'll probably just wait until tomorrow. I'm gonna finish this. I was reading a little bit before I decided to just go ahead. I'm sorry, I just lost my train of thought. Anyway, I decided to just go ahead and record that podcast episode. That is what I was trying to say. I don't know why that took forever to say it. I'm going to finish this. I'm on page 424. I'm going to finish it. So I finished reading Powerless and I quite enjoyed it. I think I gave a little bit of a quick summary before of what this book is about, but let me do it again. So in Powerless, we follow our main character, Peyton Gray. She is an ordinary hiding in the kingdom of Ilya. So in this society, you have the elites and the ordinaries. And elites were gifted with powers from the plague, but not everyone received a gift. Hence, we have ordinaries. Then one day, the king decided that ordinaries needed to be banished and away from his kingdom. So pretty much it made being an ordinary in Ilya a crime. So Peyton is hiding, but after saving one of the princes, she ends up being chosen to participate in the purging trials. And these trials are for the elite of the elite. It is a brutal competition where they showcase the powers of the elite. So Peyton has to make sure that no one finds out that she is an ordinary, as well as ignore feelings that she may have for one of the princes. And like I said, I enjoyed this. I think I'd give it like a 3.5 out of 5. I'm curious to see what happens next. I like the main character. I like the princes. I'm intrigued about them. I'm intrigued with where things will go. I might be more intrigued with one of them. I don't know. As I was reading this, I felt like I was being intrigued more by the prince that has the perspective, because this book does have dual perspectives. So I thought I might have been more intrigued by that prince. But after finishing the book, I'm kind of more intrigued by the other one, just to see more of them. Maybe they'll get a perspective coming up in the next book that comes out. I did see the novella at Barnes & Noble yesterday, but it was tiny. It was tiny, but it was also a hardcover, which I was like, why is it a hardcover? Why not just make it a paperback? But it was tiny. It was a tiny book. I am intrigued by how this is going to go, where we're going to go from here. And I agree with what I said earlier. It definitely has a mixture of Red Queen and possibly Hunger Games. I was getting a sense of Harry Potter 4, like Goblet of Fire with the trials, but I feel like I'm just going to continue to ramble, so I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to stop rambling. I enjoy this book. I'm intrigued to see what happens next. So I definitely crossed off some things on my list for this vlog, which I'm very happy about. And whenever I am in a I need to get things done mood, I should definitely make it a vlog so that I will actually do those things. I worked on the script for the podcast, I recorded the podcast, and I completed Powerless. I think I might have said I was going to do laundry. I can't remember if I said that or not, but I didn't do laundry. That's okay. I can always do laundry either later on this evening or do it tomorrow. But I think that's about it for this vlog. So thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys again soon.